Hey, everybody, and welcome back to day 4 of our Paradigm Shift series, where we're talking about how we're going to be changing our identities and how we're really just going to, just change our lifestyles and how we're going to be able to get past all of the negative stuff that we've been doing on a day to day basis. And day 4 is going to be focusing on a lot of those types of subjects. So it's going to be focusing right here, we're going to be focusing on the importance of the identity change. So, a big thing that I want to talk about is the way that you are right now is from the thinking feeling loop. So this is a subject that's talked about by Joe Dispenza and was originally introduced to me by him from reading one of his books. And so the thinking feeling loop basically works like this. Your body communicates in emotions and your brain communicates in thoughts. So when you're feeling a certain way, you start thinking that way. And then when you think that way, you feel that way. So basically, this is a lot of the law of attraction, law of correspondence. Basically, what that means is you're just creating the same thing. It's just a constant loop. Let's say you feel sad, you feel your body feels heavy, you feel sad, you're thinking sad things, so you feel more sad, you think about more sad things, you feel more sad, and basically it's just a big loop. Another good example would be someone in your life that constantly focuses on like suffering. And if they're constantly focusing on suffering, you could be like, hey, like I have this good book for you to read, like I'm sure you like it, you get a lot of benefit out of it. No, I'm okay. Or let's go for a walk, let's go do something. No, I'm okay, I'm gonna just stay home. They're addicted to that thinking feeling loop, and they do not want to change it. The body has become the mind at that point. The body and the circuits of the brain have literally transformed into the mind. What that means is through the thinking feeling loop, your body is just so used to it that your mind is no longer working. It's your body that's just going through it with all of those actions. So, a big way and really the hardest part about changing your identity and getting out of that thinking feeling loop is just finding the time to do it. And what this work is it's looking inside, it's sitting down and asking yourself and just really diving deep into yourself rather than looking outside and blaming outer experiences for the way that you are. So a big thing that I want to talk about is most people will set goals, but their body and their mind feel like lack. They don't feel like they can accomplish that. And the universe communicates in energy. So if you are doing all these affirmations, but you don't truly believe it to your core, like you don't have that energetic belief where you're still doubting yourself, it's not going to work. You need to figure out and do the work in order to become so emotionally invested in these affirmations that you truly believe it to the core. And only then will you start to see it work. A good example of this would be somebody doing affirmations, but using the word yet. So I really want this car and I'm going to attract this car, but I just don't have it yet. The universe is going to just match you. It matches whatever you're doing. So if you're saying yet, it's going to give you the fact that you don't have it yet. If you want something, if you want to be a certain way, the best way that I can describe it, if you want to be someone, if you want a certain thing and let's say you want success, analyze a successful person and see what they do and then inherit those qualities. If somebody is walking a certain way, but they're making $10,000 a month, like copy their walk, just stuff like that. Like, don't just be like, yeah, I don't have it yet. Just walk the walk, like embody whatever it is that you want to be. So, a very important thing in regards to your paradigm shift and how you're going to really change your identity is not by doing the big things. It's not by, having these grand plans that you're going to do. It's by the real way that you're going to see change and sustainable change, and not just something that, you do for a couple weeks and then fizzle out, is by doing small things, by looking at your daily rituals and making small improvements daily to get closer to your goal. So a way that you would do this is, I talked about it, I believe, the other day, where you just ask yourself, what would your dream self do? What would they be doing? And then inherit those qualities. Do it step by step at a time. Don't do it all in one day, because that's not very sustainable. Same thing with a diet. If you completely change your entire diet within a day, you'll probably last 2, maybe 3 weeks, but then you'll go back to eating that same food. It's all about making small changes and just minor improvements here or there. And that slowly compounds over time. And then, you won't see it in a day, you won't see it in a week, but, let's say 30 days go by, and then you look back at your progress and you'll be like, wow, like I'm actually doing really well. And 90 days go by and you're like, I'm moving mountains. So If you do the work and if you make the small improvements, your life will be drastically different. So with this day 4 of the paradigm shift, I also want to talk about something called so with the day 4 paradigm shift, I want to talk about something called the triangle of success. And this is going to be best shown with a little diagram that I'll show you guys right. So we're just going to start off right here with the triangle. So basically what this triangle is going to represent is at the top here, this is what Napoleon Hill talks about. And the first thing that you want in order to be successful is a white hot desire. So this is the key component for anything. Anything you want to do, if you want more money in any single aspect, if you want anything, you need to have a burning hot desire. If you want to be the best golfer in the world, you need to have a burning hot desire. If you want to have more sales, you need to have a white hot desire to do this. And in order to have desire, you need to ask yourself what it is that I truly want. And once you ask yourself that question and you figure out what your desire truly is, then and only then you could move on to the next phase. So with faith, after you have that desire, you need to have faith in yourself that you can do this. You need to understand that there will be nothing in your way to get to your desire. If you want more sales, you have the desire to have more sales, you need to have the faith to back it up that you can get more sales. Like I said, the universe communicates in energy. So if you have the desire, you need to have the faith. You can't question yourself. You can't think of lack. You can't think of not enough. You have to have the abundance mentality in order to get your desire. So this is why faith is a very crucial step to get whatever it is that you want. You ask any single professional athlete, did they have a burning desire to become a professional athlete? And they'll tell you yes. And then you'll say, did you have faith? Did you believe in yourself? And they'll also say yes. This is with everything. You know, I guarantee you Elon Musk, he'll say the same thing. Or Jeff Bezos, he'll say the same thing. Tom Ford, great example. He had a desire to build an 8-cylinder motor and had the faith that he could do. With those two combined, you could literally accomplish anything as long as you have this desire, a burning hot desire mixed with faith, mixed with action, creates success. And then if you have faith, then you're going to want action. If you do action, it's going to go back to your desire. And then the same thing, if you have desire, then you'll believe in yourself and have the action. If you have the action, then you'll have faith. It just goes. Either way, it goes. So it could go this way, it could go this way, and it does. It all starts with desire, you have faith, faith, you have a desire, desire, you have action, action, you have a desire, action, you have faith, faith, you have action. It all intertwines and then creates the best example I can give to you is a professional athlete. Desire. They have the desire, let's say a baseball player, the desire to be a professional baseball player, to be amazing at their sport, to accomplish whatever they need to accomplish to get that goal. They have the faith in themselves that they can do it. They have an unwavering belief that they can accomplish whatever it is that they need to accomplish, jump over any roadblocks that they need to get to their desire mixed with faith. Then they just put it into action. They practice. They have coaches. They have mentors. They do whatever they need to do to accomplish their desire. So it's a super simple formula. If you break it down, it all comes down to this. Every single successful person that you'll ever meet, this is the formula. Success is derived from this. Napoleon Hill said it the best. In his book, Think and Grow Rich, this is the success broken down into different chapters. The first one's desire, then faith is in there, and then action is also. This is what it is, just broken down. I can break down not the whole book because there's some very important information in there, but this is literally the formula. Desire mixed with faith, mixed with action, creates success. So for our homework, I want you to truly ask yourself what it is that you want. What is it that you truly desire? Think of anything. If your goals don't scare you, they're too. Think of anything in the world and ask yourself what it is that once you figure out what it is that you truly want, then after that, I want you to have in yourself. I want you to know that there is nothing that you can't accomplish. I want you to truly understand that to your the great people in this world, the people that have accomplished everything are the exact same as you. They bleed the same. They have skin. They have flesh. They're the exact same as you. You can literally accomplish anything. There is no reason why you should not have faith. Last, I want you to put it into baby steps. I want you to put that desire with the faith into baby steps, into things that you can do every single day to reach that. Thank you guys so much for coming to day 4 of our paradigm shift. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow for the conclusion for our paradigm shift, where I'm going to give you guys just wrap it all up and to give you guys a good conclusion and how you can go about applying all of this information into your day to day life so that you can really